You ready? It started with a trap.
You should never have it.
Well, you'll need to be more specific there, Seeker.
All this shit is weird. That is a terrible title. What are you even thinking?
They don't care about titles.
Ugh. Ask Iron Bull.
I don't know. I thought it was interesting.
Right, well, I suppose there's worse.
The mage wore a class of handsome sneer cultivated by 1,000 years of Tevinter elitism.
It's a Tevinter technique.
This isn't just a war, he said. It's the only war.
You? Right? Really?
That's not true, how things went back there.
So many people reading, dreaming, feeling, reality from writing.
Tell me, Cole, how do you make them forget you?
Good job, kid.
Oh, sorry.
You know, we're so far into spoiler territory right now, I think I'd better stop talking.
I was worried I'd have to search the whole castle for you, Alexius.
And here you are, finally.
No Venatori this time, Alexius. Where's the trap? Your guards?
There's no longer any point. No longer anywhere to run.
It's over, Alexius. It's time to answer for your crimes.
So it is. I knew you would appear again. Not that it would be now, but I knew I hadn't destroyed you. My final failure.
I'll admit, I expected a bit more fight out of you.
Alas, I am not the foe you remember.
Nothing. Less than nothing, my dear. It is to protect from these sort of excesses that the right of tranquility exists.
Alexius, was it worth it? Everything you did to the world, to yourself.
Look at what you've done, Alexius. All this suffering. And for what?
For my country, for my son. But it means nothing now. It doesn't matter now.
It does matter. I will undo this.
How many times have I tried? The past cannot be undone. All we can do is wait for the end.
What do you mean? What's ending?
The irony that you should appear now of all the possibilities. All that I fought for, all that I betrayed, what have I wrought? Ruin and death, that is nothing else. The Elder One comes for me, for you, for us all. Felix.
That's Felix. Maker's breath, Alexius, what have you done?
He would have died, Dorian. I saved him.
You didn't save him, Alexius. No one should live like that.
Please, don't hurt my son. I'll do anything you ask.
Leliana! Let Felix go. He's innocent. No one is innocent. Hand over the amulet and we let him go.
Let him go and I swear you'll get what you want.
I won the world back.
No!
Hold the outer door.
More friggin' demons.
Keep them off your tail.
They brought great reinforcements.
Give them what you've got.
I gave the world for Felix!
Put them down.
So much for the mighty Inquisition!
I'm not backing down. Keep your guard up.
Tell me again how you're gonna steal the breeze!
Let us end this.
The fate itself is at the Elder One's command!
There you are.
Accept your death as I have! One more for me! The Elder One will destroy us both! Cassandra! Victory is impossible! Time's up.
Oh, Alexius. He wanted to die, didn't he?
You might be right about that.
All those lies he told himself, the justifications. He lost Felix long ago. Didn't even notice.
I know you cared for him.
Once he was a man to whom I compared all others. Sad, isn't it?
This Alexius was too far gone, but the Alexius in our time might still be reasoned with.
I suppose that's true.
How do we reverse the spell?
This is the same amulet he used before. I think it's the same one we made in Minrathous. That's a relief. Give me an hour to work out the spell he used, and I should be able to reopen the rift.
An hour? That's impossible! You must go now!
There's a reason they won. I was wondering when he'd show.
The Elder One.
You cannot stay here.
Oh, well, this is much better.
This is bad.
Alexius was the puppet. This is his master.
We'll make this count. Vivian.
We will do whatever it takes to keep them at bay.
Wait. What if we don't make it in time?
Then this is real. This is all there will ever be.
I can't let you kill yourself for me. There must be another way.
Look at us. We're already dead.
No, I won't let you commit suicide.
The only way we live is if this day never comes.
Let's go.
But cast your spell. You have as much time as I have hours.
There is no way to win against the creature they serve. We will hold the door. Then it's up to you, Liliana. May she find peace at the Maker's side. Andraste, have mercy on their souls.
Though darkness closes, I am shielded by flame. Andraste, guide me. Maker, take me to your side.
You move, and we all die! You'll have to do better than that.
You failed, Alexius. How forgiving is your Elder One?
You won. There is no point extending this charade.
Put aside all claim to Redcliffe and we let you live.
Felix.
It's going to be all right, Father.
You'll die.
Everyone dies.
Religious fanatics. Sad. I foresee the end of a promising diplomatic career.
Well, I'm glad that's over with. Or not.
Grand Enchanter Fiona.
Queen Anora.
When I granted your mages sanctuary, I thought it was understood that they would not force my people from their homes.
Queen Anora, I assure you, we never intended...
Good intentions are no longer enough.
Your Majesty, let me assure you...
Your intentions ceased to matter when my people were threatened.
I bet, right?
I've known a lot of mages. Even when they mean well, a lot of them do really stupid shit.
We did not give them the right to drive our people from their homes. I am rescinding my offer of sanctuary. You and your followers will leave Ferelden at once.
But we have hundreds who need protection. Where will we go?
I should point out that we did come here for mages to close the breach. You'll be leaving here with the Inquisition. Whether you accept the Inquisition's alliance or not, you will leave my kingdom. I suggest conscripting them. They've proven what they'll do given too much freedom.
They have lost all possible supporters.
The Inquisition is their only remaining chance for freedom.
No one fights well for their captors.
A handful, but they're the exception.
The Inquisition might be willing to take in the mages.
The breach will be closed.
Any chance of success requires your full support.
You will not regret giving us this chance. It seems we have little choice but to accept whatever you offer. And what are the terms of this arrangement?
Hopefully better than what Alexius gave you. The Inquisition is better than that, yes?
The breach threatens all of Thedas. We cannot afford to be divided now. We can't fight it without you.
I know you are a mage, but consider how these rebels have acted. They must be conscripted, not coddled.
We need their skills, but they have proven themselves far from trustworthy.
We shouldn't have accepted the Magister's help, I know, but...
You will surrender yourselves as conscripts of the Inquisition.
After this, stick them up a tower.
Oh, she was...
We'll discuss this later.
Then we have no choice but to surrender to the Inquisition.
The sky has been torn open. We are all in immediate danger. There is no room for failure now. We cannot close the breach without you. But we would be mad to trust you. If the Inquisition is taking responsibility for the mages, so be it.
I'll go prepare for the journey to Haven.
Get them out of my kingdom.
We have not forgotten the commandment, as some have.
How comforting.
We accept. It would be madness not to.
Apostate.
May you learn.
I will gather my people and ready them for the journey to Haven. The breach will be closed. We must do what we can to restore peace to a world that sorely needs it.
Wait, Bull? Where?
I'll go to the tavern. That's as close to beating the world as anyone gets.
That's not actually true, you know.
I suppose it depends on the quality of the fermented fruit juice.
No, it was beautiful. But could you make it sound angrier? Love is a bit soft.
Not on your life, Iron Lady.
A challenge for another day, I think.
I, didn't mean to offend you. Sorry.
Shit, you're either the worst Kunari ever or the best. I can't decide.
It's a Kuhn thing.
Uh-huh.
Still waiting for me to do something sneaky and spy-like?
Yeah.
Oh, the room.
Mine?
Wait, no. Wait. You, all right, now you're just making it weird.
It's not a matter for debate. There will be abominations among the mages, and we must be prepared.
They have suffered enough. Why continue to mistreat them?
It is not mistreating them to take reasonable precautions.
If we're just going to imprison them again, you shouldn't have offered them false hope.
It makes the Inquisition appear incompetent at best, tyrannical at worst.
We need them to close the breach. It's not going to work if we make enemies of them.
I know we need them for the breach, but they could do as much damage as the demons themselves.
They're people, and they deserve the same respect as anyone else.
This is not about respect.
We're not monsters. We can control ourselves without any outside help.
This is not an issue of self-control. Even the strongest mages can be overcome by demons in conditions like these. You were there, Seeker.
They were pushed to that extreme. They didn't have a choice.
Enough arguing. We cannot afford to second-guess our people.
And how many lives will be lost if they fail? With the veil broken, the threat of possession.
If they prove later they can't handle it, impose restrictions.
The veil is torn open, turning mages loose with no oversight.
It's too dangerous.
And when you no longer need them, will they be locked up and forgotten again?
Oh, for Andraste's sake!
Most would treat their dogs with more kindness.
Close all you like.
Cullen?
I need a moment.
Whatever you call it, the situation with the mages is unstable and likely to deteriorate, just as the circles did.
Closing the breach will require a lot of magic, and
I wish you'd said something.
Still, it makes no sense. What did you think we were doing? Taking the mages prisoner?
They made themselves a threat when they broke the circles. These mages seized Redcliffe and threw out its people. They must face justice.
While this certainly buys us public approval, I worry it won't last. The mages will rebel again.
There's an open hole in the Veil. They're going to take terrible risks closing the breach.
And we offer them nothing as incentive.
Lyrium. I have contacts who can help.
Contacts meaning smugglers?
The Chantry sister.
Yes. Redcliffe Village.
Josie? Send them word. We need every advantage.
We have legitimate lyrium supply lines already.
And they don't need to hear of this. Keep it under the table, and I'll do what I can to quiet rumors. But that will matter little if they will rebel again. How could you go along with this, Cassandra?
At the time, I had no better solution. I don't suppose you have one now.
Alexius serves whoever opened the breach, and the rebels joined his army. They're a captive enemy force.
It was Alexius or death.
The sole point of the Herald's mission was to gain the mage's aid, and that was accomplished. I support it.
The voice of pragmatism speaks. Here I was, just starting to enjoy the circular arguments.
Closing the breach is all that matters.
The longer the breach is open, the more damage it does.
Agreed.
I got a taste of the consequences if we fail. Let's make sure we don't.
We will not fail.
We should look into the things you saw in this dark future. A demon army.
Sounds like something a Tevinter cult might do. Orlais falls, the Imperium rises. Chaos for everyone.
One battle at a time. It's going to take time to organize our troops and the mage recruits. Let's take this to the war room. Join us. None of this means anything without your mark, after all.
And I'd hope to sit out the assault on the breach. Take a nap, maybe go for a walk.
What is it they say? No rest for the wicked.
Meet us there when you're ready.
Of course. Thank you. I'd be honored to help with the plan.
I'll skip the War Council, but I would like to see this breach up close, if you don't mind.
Then you're staying?
Oh, didn't I mention? The South is so charming and rustic. I adore it to little pieces.
I must admit I'm surprised.
We both saw what could happen. What this Elder One and his cult are trying to do. Not everything from Tevinter is terrible. Yet it's my homeland that's involved, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Watch your way. I have nothing to hide, and evidently plenty to prove.
I do believe you are correct.
Some of us have fought for eons against this sort of madness. It's my duty to stand with you. That future will not come to pass.
There's no one I'd rather be stranded in time with, future or present.
Excellent choice. But let's not get stranded again anytime soon, yes?
I'll begin preparations to march on the summit. Maker willing, the mages will be enough to grant us victory.
We'll talk later.
Leliana, future Leliana, was frightening.
Was frightening, or is going to be frightening?
I'm not her. I hope you all understand that.
Madame de Fer?
So Fiona and her malcontents are finally under proper authority. That's an excellent beginning, my dear. We will have to discuss how to administrate this new asset.
It's a good idea to plan for trouble.
I'm glad you understand. We will need every Templar, but they will require proper management. The Chantry may still
We can handle the mages, there's no need for Templars.
My dear, I don't think you've grasped the magnitude of the situation. You know as well as I do that mages attract demons where the veil is thin.
You're preaching to the choir, Vivian. We don't need Templars to contain them.
Have any of these men faced an abomination before, my dear? Have you?
Cullen will look into it.
Cullen doesn't have enough Templars to handle incidents.
Our numbers are small, but they suit our needs for the time being. Templars risk their lives against blood magic, demons, abominations, to feel as if those efforts are dismissed.
Really? I thought I was just imagining all the frowning faces.
Typical. I thought Varric was exaggerating. Apparently I spend too much time with a serious expression on my face, and it's bad for my health.
Great. I'm glad we understand each other.
I've seen the suffering magic can inflict. To have a demon manipulate your mind takes a strong person to walk away from that.
I've been to Kirkwall. Probably been 20 years now.
I was transferred to Kirkwall shortly after the Blight.
Is it true that Kirkwall's Knight Commander became a statue?
Yes. There was tension between mages and Templars long before I arrived. There was fighting in the streets. Abominations began killing both sides. It was a nightmare. Templars protect against the dangers of magic. Even without their abilities, Templars are among the best warriors in Thedas.
I know that if I had to face you alone, I wouldn't stand a chance.
I wasn't always successful, but we cannot ignore the risks. The mages submitted to our authority. Their safety and our followers is my responsibility. I take it seriously.
Whatever it takes to keep the world safe.
I was outvoted. What were they thinking?
If you ever need my help for anything, you just ask, all right?
Of course. In the meantime, I will oversee our forces should anything go wrong. Some Templars have joined us instead of following the Order. They've proven invaluable in training new recruits.
Some of the rank and file need to be trained. I'll have a word with Cullen. We are reliant on his people, absolutely.
Fine. Train our people, but keep it a secret.
Before this crisis is over, you may find that Templars, flawed as they may be, are all that stand between us and chaos.
I'm glad that one of us has confidence in the Templars.
It is not a matter of confidence. Reality does not change based on feelings.
Hello.
Well, you're here.
Yes?
Well, that's mages all over.
Such simplistic labels misconstrue their motivations, and in so doing, do all a great disservice.
Yeah, sure. Don't worry. Magic up there, magic down here. What's to worry about? If mages sat on their hands, everything would be fine.
If the Chantry outlawed daggers, would that stop people from using them? Of course not.
Always saying something, but never saying it straight. That's your first clue to a total arse. Fact.
A demon possesses a living mage to become an abomination. On occasion, yes. Any group corrupted by a demon must be watched carefully. At least they know how to fight. They should be able to seal the breach.
I agree, right? Shove them right up there.
Sarah.
That's a Templar's job. Not too late to go find some.
We likely need more than they have. Our enemies have magic that can rip open the Fade.
Indeed. We also need to increase our lyrium supplies considerably. We may need Josephine to open negotiations with the dwarves directly. All mages, no matter how skilled, are now in danger of drawing demons to them.
When you say mages are a danger, are you counting yourself?
Of course I am, my dear.
Do you believe I am?
We are a risk, darling. Better to know it and use caution.
I don't think the mages of the Imperium would agree with you.
A Tevinter mage wishing to do better than his countrymen.
A mage from Tevinter, you mean? Put a leash on the rebel mages, I see. Interesting how they seem to like the idea. As if it's a relief to be penned in again.
No, probably not.
It's all most of them know. The conditions here are different. Southern mages aren't used to ruling. Because that's how it's always been done. Excellent reasoning.
Antagonistic? Why am I not surprised?
Better to be in the fold than out in the wilds. For a sheep, that is. What's next? Elves running Halamsharal? Cows milking farmers? Flying cows over Minrathous? That's madness. All right, that one's actually true, but the cows didn't have wings.
Drunkards rarely agree that they ought to stop drinking. I wouldn't use them as role models.
You're just spouting Chantry propaganda, Vivian.
My dear, what a world you must live in.
The Dalish get along just fine without Templars or Circle Towers.
As I understand it, the elves limit their risk by refusing to have more than 3 mages in a clan. Tell me, what becomes of the Dalish youngster who is not appointed first or second?
If a clan can't raise the mage, they're sent to another that's in need of a first or second.
And if there are no clans in need of a new apprentice?
If you want to say something about the Dalish, say it.
For those who value survival, sentimentality is not an option. If you were that unwanted mage?
Mages should be treated like anybody else.
Oh, aren't you precious?
I'm not most people.
No problem with mages. You're fine, right? My problem is magic.
Magic is magic, just as water is water. But it can be used in different ways.
Just with less mess. Maybe clean streets in Kirkwall. That's a wish for some people. But whatever.
Ah, people, as opposed to...
Not like that.
The dog that bites you because it is rabid is not the dog that bites you because it is starving.
Keep them leashed good, right? Useful bunch, but all I hear is they don't do what they're told.
They have flaws, but I try to understand them. You cannot change anything without understanding. Caution? Concern about the direction of this Inquisition?
Which, the ones who do things or the ones who give orders? You have a choice.
I did.
Hail the Inquisition.
It's fortunate Cassandra is not within earshot. And that isn't quite an answer.
Oh, hardy ha. Oh, funny you. Both sides need a boot up the Jack side.
Do you know how young mages are found?
Say it.
A little girl has a nightmare, and in her sleep, she burns her house down. A teenage boy has a fit, and lightning rips his mother to pieces. You know how these stories go. Perhaps you lived one. People don't learn the fear of magic at Chantry services, my dear. They learn it from us. Magic is dangerous, just as fire is dangerous. Anyone who forgets this truth gets burned.
You're right, but Templars are a poor solution.
They are men, and all men are flawed. That some fail does not mean that none should try.
Me? I'm quite accustomed to being a pariah.
I am a rebel now, remember?
Of course you are. You're a discerning and intelligent woman, after all.
I left my own order when they took the wrong path.
Oh, I'm not arguing. Abuse, heaped upon those without power, isn't limited to Tevinter, my friend. Mages do rule, but not all mages are equal.
They have no Templars, no leadership. It has fallen apart when everyone needs it the most.
I'd think you'd be more concerned whether or not they'd support the Venatori. They won't, of course. It all depends on what you do with these mages later.
In my heart, I believe they can still be salvaged, but not by their own hands.
I imagine the average non-mage likes to think so.
There will be changes to how Templars and mages govern themselves. They just need direction and inspiration. They need to be freed from centuries of adherence to tradition and ceremony. Andraste had a dream for us. It can still be achieved. A chance for renewal is at our fingertips. It does not have to come with utter chaos.
I'm sure some magisters would disagree. But that's why we kill them.
True enough.
Don't agree on my account.
You have a choice.
Some might agree.
Hail the Inquisition.
It's fortunate Cassandra is not within earshot.
Ugh.
And that
I hope this won't be an issue between us. I am here to help you deal with the Venatori, after all.
We shall see what happens. The Inquisition must act in the meantime.
Try not to kill anyone without me.
The fact remains that there is no cure for an abomination except death. Someone must strike the killing blow. Who shall lower the blade if not a Templar?
It is better to die free than spend a life in captivity.
What freedom do the dead enjoy? How free did you feel living on the run? Paint the cage any color you like. It is still a cage.
You have a low opinion of your fellow mages.
Tell me something. You said once that you wanted to change things. What future would you build for mages?
Mages shouldn't be kept out of the Chantry.
But it was established before the Divine Conclave.
Who knows the dangers of magic better than a mage?
A curious idea. I like the way you think, darling. But you'll find opposition to the idea even among friends. It's something to consider, my dear.
Don't do that.
I'll take that as a yes.
Zarek.
This is going to be awkward.
Hello. Please, are you with the Inquisition?
Yes.
As you've wandered, have you by any chance seen a ram that is, different? Lord Wolseley wandered off, and he's a very special ram.
I'm not sure what that even means, kid.
Well, he's always brought the family luck, and his advice helped us make our fortune.
Say again?
I'm certain that if he heard his Jimmy missed him, he'd come right back.
I don't know where he is now, and I don't want to know.
If you find my ram, find Lord Wolseley, please send him home.
There. You happy?
He seems to be doing a decent job.
Oh, come on.
All right. He kind of...
Thank you. See you next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, weird crap like that. Pretty much what I meant.
If my future is mine, my sword is yours. And I'll be right by your side. Whatever you need, love. I will serve you with a humble heart till death.
Warden.
My lady, at your service.
I was just looking to chat.
Well, I do enjoy our chats.
You're oddly charming for a man I found wandering the forest.
I always thought myself more odd than charming.
I also find your modesty endearing.
And the praise keeps coming.
You can have more if you like.
Perhaps one day it will fade away. But I'll take a compliment from a lady. They're hard to come by these days.
Compliments or ladies?
Both.
I guess I'll have to prove you wrong.
Oh, really? So, is there something large and heavy you need moved?
Manual labor in exchange for compliments. That would be a waste of your particular talents.
Well, I aim to please.
All right. I store them in my private quarters.
Well, well... I was not expecting that.
No ulterior motive.
Thanks for the tempting offer, my lady. I'll have to consider it carefully.
Useful.
I have to ask, what was I like in that dark future you saw?
You.
I mean, I didn't...
You fought with honor and died a hero. You did the Wardens proud.
Then I was worth something in the end. Thank you.
Ritz, you idiot. Damn it, Ritz, where are you?
I can't understand how those women in the kitchen can be awake so early after the night we had.
Oh, have we reached the stage where we gossip about each other's love lives?
Absolutely.
I heard you breathing a little hard after the last...
Hey, you writing a book?
Smut? I can't compete in the smut market.
Excuse me, have you seen another Inquisition scout? Elven woman, answers to Ritz.
Don't know.
So far, it looks like the answer is no.
Well, she was supposed to be checking on some apostates. I'm on duty here, or I'd go look for her.
Little magelets running amok.
I'm happy to help.
Thank you. I appreciate you taking the time. It's dangerous out here for everyone. I'm glad the Inquisition is trying to put things right.
Never leave your spies idle.
We give each other grief. Doesn't mean anything.
You can always trust the Canary.
A smug little asshole.
Redcliffe is ours again.
The Inquisition had those magisters running with their tails between their legs.
Come on, let's do something.
The Inquisition saved us.
Hail the Inquisition!
Word of what happened in Redcliffe had better not spread.
Could it have been an illusion?
You think Alexius made an illusion of his life going down in flames?
A trick of the Fade?
I've been to the Fade before. I know what I saw. It was real.
Believe it.
Please, somebody, my wife needs help.
I'm surprised you're not more interested in your own future.
Who can say what this world will look like when we are done fighting for it?
You there?
Dorian was sure.
Can you help my wife? Please, I beg you.
We're agents of the Inquisition. What's wrong with your wife?
She gets sick when the weather's foul. Can't catch her breath like cobwebs in her lungs.
Let me know if I can help.
Our son Hindle makes a potion that lets her breathe. He's the only one who can make it, but he's joined that cult in the hills.
I worry where this might be going.
Please, get to him and tell him what's wrong. Without that potion, she'll die.
Losing someone is difficult.
It can be overwhelming for anyone.
Please, hurry.
We will try.
Silas bless you. Or the Maker. Or whoever. It doesn't matter, just thank you.
Vivian,
Tevinter.
it occurs to me that you're a mage.
How very observant.
Just pointing out the ridiculously obvious. I do wonder if you've considered what this support of yours will do. For mages in general, I mean.
In the aftermath of their terrorist attacks?
The Inquisition is seen as an authority. You'd be a fool not to see where this could lead.
Let us press onwards.
The Circle is an idea, my dear. And an idea cannot be dissolved. I could name myself Grand Enchanter, but the title holds no meaning now.
Thing is, the Imperium was once just like the South. Templars, proper circles, all that rot. Then it changed. By inches.
My colleagues all but declared war upon the ordinary people of Thedas.
Still, this is reason to oppress us.
Those born without magic will never truly understand us.
Us?
Mages.
All mages now. You? Every Tevinter mage. It's odd that outside the Imperium, your outlook changes.
Let's move on.
Please do.
Drinks and insults later?
Over here, mage lover! Yeah!
How'd you like that, assholes?
Kill that bloody archer! Shit arrow!
For the people!
Run away, mage lover!
Keep away!
How could you possibly be a spy?
Well, I do some fighting and drinking, and then once in a while I tell Parvolan about it.
Where's the sneaking, the plotting, the subtle machinations?
If you do that, everyone knows you're a spy.
How about dalliances, liaisons, illicit affairs?
You hear that?
Huh?
Where's your maker now?
Someone's in trouble.
Stay where you are! Oh, you bastard!
There.
That's...
Rinse.
They come!
Templar deserters! Let's see what you've got! On it! You little shit!
Die, blighter! Ha! Blast!
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Bastards!
Are you all right?
Thank you. If not for you, I'd be dead.
One Tamasran down.
What?
Oh, mage. You call your Tamasrans mages.
When has that ever been true?
Chess. Nice game.
I should probably report back.
Mages and Templars fighting everywhere.
The ones that kill innocent people, yeah. The rest.
You think the Mages and Templars will come together after this?
Brits.
Do you need anything?
Enjoying the great outdoors?
Yes. The mage must have been hunting for blood magic.
That must have been fun.
Blood mages are like lost socks. They turn up in the damnedest places.
Varric.
What?
Eldreda. I think that was her name. At least I'd heard other apostates call her that. The Templars attacked the apostate. I suppose I just got caught in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, someone dear to you? Someone you failed to save?
We
Glad I loosened the lid for you.
All right, fine, yes. I was maybe doing more than just scouting here. So, the truth. I may have been, passing time with Eldreda.
Ah, see?
Ben Hazrith, huh? The spies of the Kunari.
Yeah. So, you two have a good time?
Yes. I know most of them are crazy, but Eldreda was better than some of them. At first, she was just a mage who saw me and didn't attack, but later we... So, are you going to report me?
Nah.
If you keep quiet on this, I'll be more careful from now on, I promise.
You don't need to worry.
Look, kid, if you can talk an apostate out of her pants in the middle of a war, you've got a gift. Use it.
All right. I can do that.
Make contacts, get information, and help the Inquisition. Do that, and our lips are sealed.
I'll do what you asked. It might even be fun.
It's not that simple.
And thanks for going easy on me.
No problem.
Wonder what's back there. Hey, Varric.
I hear rumors about what caused the explosion that killed the Divine. It was the Maker.
Lady Velena should be here.
It wasn't the Maker. You know the truth. There's still a plan under it. It may
were the Makers who took yours. We can never go back. The Inquisition can pick up the pieces of this world.
Excuse me.
We will find peace in the world to come.
Please.
Do you need something?
While you were coming up, did you meet a young noblewoman with blonde hair and pale green eyes?
Who are you talking about?
She is my love, and she should be here. We need to be together when the Maker comes.
It's too dangerous. The people here should leave the area. Mages against Templars, against everyone.
I know the path up the hill is dangerous, but surely the mages and Templars would not trouble a young lady.
Wait, are you?
I wrote to her weeks ago. Please, if you meet my beloved, tell her I am waiting.
It is you. I think this is... Take it.
This letter...
I am sorry about your... friend.
Wait. Velena is dead.
She tried to avert it, but the forces arrayed against her were too strong.
But we were meant to be together. The Maker would not keep us apart.
You were together a long time?
Lady Velena would have loved this place.
I only wish she had lived to see it.
This place, even if it's all true, it isn't enough. Not without her. What am I supposed to do now?
Years ago, I knew a young mage named Regalian. He was unlike any man I'd met. He died at the Conclave. He's gone. The Inquisition will honor their memory.
Thank you for your sobering words.
Our goal is to protect the innocent and restore order. The Inquisition honors the efforts of all who are willing to help in these dark times.
You're right. I'll go. If waiting here in the hills leaves innocents to die, then I will bring the Maker's word by the sword. My men and I will lend our strength to the Inquisition. Thank you.
I suppose it only natural that some would turn to worshipping the breach, if only in hopes of appeasing it.
I don't know what to believe.
Then let's make them believe that it's a bad idea.
You're still here?
Yes, it's true.
No way through this gate.
Sorry, no one else invited.
She questioned me, and...
We should head there as soon as possible.
You ever get the feeling you're not wanted? Still, if they knew there was a chance to close the breach, but I don't have the... you know.
I can seal rifts, yes.
I'll just leave that one to you.
Hey, there's a big crazy light in the sky that craps out demons. Let's worship it. That makes sense.
They believe rubbish anyway.
Oh, it'll probably all go to shit, and we'll be stuck mopping it up.
This cult... What are you doing out here? What is it you think is happening?
The Chantry has fallen. The Chant of Light was a lie. It was arrogance to think that mortal lips could frame the Maker's will. The Maker has opened the sky.
Get off.
Soon he will call his chosen back to the Golden City.
Do you really think he could have done all this?
I know you. They call you the Herald of Andraste for what you did at Haven. But are you? The Maker has not told me.
I honestly don't know myself.
As I suspected. Stories of you mastering the rifts are just blind heresy.
No, I can seal rifts.
Then prove it. Show me that the rifts bend to your will. The will of the Maker.
Another one?
How many of them are there?
Nothing unexpected, given the energies emanating from the rifts.
I would like to demonstrate what I can do.
Show me the power you wield.
Just don't get yourself killed. You're the only one of us that can seal rifts.
Are you prepared to prove yourself? Show me your Maker-given power.
I might.
Until the Maker brings you back to us.
Who in their right mind would worship a giant demon-spitting hole in the sky? Ah, wait. I just answered myself.
Dorian. Madame de Fer.
Barrick?
How did you...
Humans.
She feared the consequences of angering me.
You're shitting me.
It's a brave new world, Dorian Parvis.
We're just here to lend you simple humans our help.
Not here. Sarah, over there.
I looked.
There.
I greet you. My name is Hindle.
Hindle, your mother can't breathe. Your father sent me here for potion.
What? She was fine. She hasn't had the breathing trouble in...
And now?
You disappoint me.
All right, I can help. Here, I have some already made. Go, take it to her now.
Got it?
Thank you, Sarah.
Hurry! Get her that breathing potion. If you see my mother or father again, tell them I hope they find the light in their own way.
Your mother would have died for your absence if not for me. You should join your family.
There is no pain, no death. For soon, the sky shall open for us all.
No. You have the ears of the elven people, boy, but not the soul. You can feel the effects of the breach anywhere in the world. You can only help your family by going to them.
Perhaps you're right. Even if this world is just an illusion soon to be cast off, I should make my parents comfortable. I'll gather my things and go directly. Thank you for getting my mother the potion. I knew the light in the sky wasn't ready for her.
Herald of Andraste.
Is she? Only the Maker can restore what has been torn asunder.
Ready?
Let's go.
When the demons have cleansed the unworthy, the faithful will be lifted up.
I've got one for you, Varric. Greatest night in history. Go.
Oh, that's a tough one. But I'd have to go with Rivesa.
All right. My money's on Lady Honorine Chastain. She has magnificent
Charming. Care to elaborate?
technique.
Nice. Priceless.
Come on.
That's definitely going in my next story.
It's the usual story.
Love and respect.
Ugh, come on.
Problem, my dear? Oh, wonderful.
Maker's tears.
Close the rift.
You bear the mark of the sky. I was a fool to have doubted you honors.
Lined up for you, huh?
You have the world at your feet.
At my feet?
Myself included.
You should make use of that.
How may we serve you, Herald of Andraste?
I am the Herald of Andraste.
5 Royal says you'll see something weirder before the day ends.
I've been waiting here for you since the beginning of this universe. You know the world is fading. There's a secret power hidden in your soul. Don't be afraid to use it, 'cause you're the one. You're the one. You're the one. You're the one. 'Cause you're the one. You're the one. You're the one. You're the chosen one. You're the one. You're the one. You're the one. You're the chosen one.
Lord Wolseley, I presume?
And everyone knows who you are.
A young man named Jimmy would very much like you to return home.
Good. World's gone mad. But ever forward?
I think we could have skipped these things getting weirder, don't you?
Greetings, chosen. I've been waiting here for you since the beginning of this universe. You know the world is fading. There's a secret power hidden in your soul. Don't be afraid to use it. There are voices in your head saying that you're a failure. You're not good enough, but you know that's not true. There is a secret power hidden in your soul. Don't be afraid to use it, 'cause you're the one. You're the one. You're the one. You're the one. 'Cause you're the one. You're the one. You're the one. You're the chosen one. You're the one. You're the one. You're the one. You're the chosen one.
I used to believe I was chosen. Wonder of wonders.